Hey guys, I'm back with, well, what was going to be an unboxing video. As it turns out, it's not really so much an unboxing as just kind of a showing off and a review of the packaging for Unsolved Mysteries Volume 2 from TerraVision Records. And I'll explain to you why this was going to be an unboxing and it turned into not an unboxing, but here is the record itself. See if I can get the whole thing in there. It's very nice. I'm actually going to take it out of the plastic here. Now I've actually, as you can tell, I've already taken this out of the box it was in when it shipped to me, and I've already put some MoFi sleeves in this, but very, very nice looking. Got bizarre murders, UFOs, and the unknown. So that's very cool. Sorry for the glare on the light up there, but got a truck in front of a barn, the UFO, very cool. And on the back, of course, you got the track list. Of course, all of this is on TerraVision's website. I'll keep that there for just a second. I'm not even sure if it's close enough for you to, but if you want to try to, look at those tracks. Of course, like I said, all available on the website, and it is a gatefold. Open it up. You got. Oh, these are the inner sleeves. Hang on a second. I'll come back to that. Got a big Unsolved Mysteries image on the inside. Image of the UFOs. Very cool. Here, of course, are the inner sleeves, which, again, as with Volume 1, are very, very nice. Try to get it out of that glare a little bit for you so you can see that. And then you got TerraVision on the back, as before. Very cool. You got the second sleeve right here. Get up there a little bit. The second sleeve. And TerraVision logo again on the back. Once again, TerraVision's kind of knocked it out of the park with the quality of the package. It's fantastic. It feels super, super sturdy in your hand. Very substantial, especially for just like 2 LPs. This is very, very heavy. I believe this is 180 gram, but I'm not positive on that. I do have a few quibbles, however, about the packaging, and it's not there's nothing that major, but I am going to point them out because you came here for a review. This cardboard that this jacket is made out of is incredibly heavy duty, and while that's not in and of itself a bad thing, I really feel like they could have used maybe another at least 16th inch all the way around, possibly even an 1/8 inch all the way around on this jacket, because these platters or these records are so tight in these sleeves. It's kind of hard to get that across on a video. Now I got the mailing list limited edition variant of this. So fortunately, since I've already got them in these MoFi sleeves, you can already see how they look, but they are definitely gorgeous. Another minor quibble is that these came in paper sleeves. I think I might have pointed that out before on Volume 1. But they came in paper sleeves, and the static electricity was just horrific trying to get these records out of those paper sleeves. Now, I'm not sure if it's really pointed out on the website. Now, the first platter, if you've got the mailing list variant, is there's a very distinct line right through the center of the record. Now, the second one is more subtle. It's got more of a gradient to it than the first one does. They both look pretty cool. Personally, I like the gradient look slightly better. Now, as for my quibbles though, number one is I feel like the the jacket sleeve is so thick and it just doesn't have any give to it. So trying to get these back in here the first time anyway, maybe I'll have better luck today since they've been in there for a bit. Yeah, they go in a little bit better now. Now that I've gotten them worn in a bit. When I first got these, it was an absolute nightmare to try to get these in without them sticking out about 1/8 of an inch out the side. Now that they've been in there for a bit, so I would actually that's a quibble that's now turned into maybe that's not so much a quibble. You just have to break these jackets in because to TerraVision's credit, when they ship these to you, they do not have the records inside the jackets, which I appreciate. Yeah, I got them back in there, no problem. So apparently, if you have an issue getting the records inside, and also the first time I tried to put these in the jacket, I tried to put them in the jacket with the paper sleeves. And of course, that's going to have more friction than my MoFi sleeve. So that may be part of the reason. I would highly recommend, especially on a record this valuable, a purchase this big, I would definitely recommend getting the MoFi sleeves anyway. I mean, for all your records, I would recommend that unless they're, dollar records. I would replace them with MoFi sleeves. And I just took these inner jackets, which they're very nice, but I don't want to ruin them taking the records in and out. So I just put those right in the middle of the gatefold, just to keep those nice. So that's my number one quibble with the packaging, or was, but apparently these jackets just need to be broken in. So that's good to know. The second quibble I had, and this is just this is a me thing, but I don't know how you feel about them. Most audiophiles that I know, I'm gonna try to scoot down a little bit here so I can talk to you, prefer black vinyl. Now, I went back and forth with Ryan from Graveface Records. He basically explained to me that black vinyl is always the last to sell. It's not what people are after these days, but I would argue that for a release like this, in particular, something that is a niche of a niche of a niche market, there's going to be a high contingent of people that are ordering this and wanting the best possible sound quality. Now, I have more to say on sound quality, but I'm going to do a separate video like I did before for the actual audio quality, the mastering, the pressing, all that, pops and clicks. I'm going to do another video on that. This is just for aesthetic. So I was a little bit put off by the fact that I couldn't get this particular volume 2, in black vinyl. It only comes in colored vinyl. Again, I went with the mailing list variant because I'm on the mailing list. I'm not a subscriber. There is one more variant that is even more limited than the mailing list variant, which is the subscriber variant, but I am not a subscriber to TerraVision. It's the only way to get that one. That's a flat fee. I can't remember how much it is, but it's at least $100. I could be wrong on that. TerraVision.com, you can go check that out. But basically, the subscription, you get all their releases for a year. It's an annual thing. I'm not a subscriber, so the most limited version I could get was this mailing list variant. I'm not the biggest fan of colored vinyl, usually. With that said, that's not to say that they're always bad. Some of the best records in my collection are best sounding records came on colored vinyl. The problem is that has surprised me every single time. Black vinyl tends to be more durable and it tends to be more reliable as pressings go, in my experience. I tend to shy away from colored. If colored and black are both available, I'll always get the black vinyl if I can help it. So, second thing is that it really bothers me that black vinyl was available on the 3LP set, which I bought, and now I can't get a matching set. So that kind of bothers me. I'm very anal retentive. I want my stuff to match, and especially since I got black vinyl the first time, it kind of bums me out that I had to go colored vinyl on this one. Now, I will say very briefly, again, I'm not going to go much more into it. I've listened to one track on this. I'm not even going to tell you what track it is, but I've listened to one track on this. If you've listened to my sound quality review of Volume 1, it was a track I really wanted to be on that, and it wasn't. It's on here. So I really wanted to hear that, and to be perfectly honest, what I heard sounded better than what I heard on volume 1. So if that's any indication, it's looking good for sound quality. I have not sat and listened to this. I'm not going to do a sound quality review until I listen to every note on here. Now, the reason that I didn't do an unboxing video and I did instead this, just a showing off video, a review of the packaging, which I'm actually glad that I waited, because I've lived with this now for almost a week, and I've kind of figured out what I like and don't like about it. But there's very little to, especially now with realizing that the LPs actually do fit well inside the jacket. That really bothered me. That not being so much of an issue, I got to give the packaging an A. I'm not going to give it an A+, because the jacket is still a little bit tight. And I might even knock it down to an A-, but that's not necessary for the jacket, but just the fact that you're not able to get black vinyl, especially because you were able to get it before, that really bothers me. But that being said, as long as the record sounds good, right? As long as the material sounds good and it's mastered well, pressing's good, which brings me to why this was not an unboxing video. Anybody who ordered this record also got this 7-inch with it. I still don't know what's on this because I haven't been able to play it. Well, I sort of know what's on. I know that there's some of the Unsolved Mysteries themes, some variant of the themes is on here, maybe several. But this record, and I don't know if you can see this. I don't even know why I'm being careful with it, because I can't destroy it. This record was pressed so off-center, it was barely playable. I mean, you can even see around here, around the edges, you can see how it goes from thick, the lead-in goes from thick to thin. See, around my thumb, it's starting to get thin now. Like, it's ridiculous how off-center this thing was. So that was a pretty big QC issue. Now, I will say that TerraVision has been absolutely fantastic to deal with as far as this problem went, because this was a pre-order. It's not even officially out until, I think, Thursday or Friday. I think Friday is when it's coming out. I emailed them about it, sent them a picture of it, and now I assume it's the same material, but it's a different color. But this came in just a couple of days with some profuse apologies and, hopes that this was a one-off issue. So hopefully it is. If you did order this, though, make sure you check your 7-inch. Make sure that it's not pressed off center, because with something that far, I've seen records off center. I've never seen one that off center. So with it being that far off, I can't imagine that I'm going to be the only one to have that issue. So watch out for that. But really, I'd give the packaging, even with the quibbles that I had, I would give the packaging an A, because you just don't see this kind of commitment to quality. Again, feels really substantial. Got great jackets in there. You got great inner sleeves in there. The jacket's solid. Beautiful artwork all around. While I'm not a huge fan of the colored vinyl, still pretty cool. It looks cool on the turntable when it's turning around. And again, it's all about that sound quality. And what I heard so far sounds really good. So I'll come back with a sound quality review. Thanks for watching.